What's happening, guys? Today I want to talk about the importance of treating your warm-ups exactly like you would your working weight. Alright, so one of the things that can be very common for people to do is to kind of get a little bit sloppy with their warm-ups, just go through the motions, go through the routine, and just try to kind of get your body ready for your working weight. You know, I just talked about the importance of not creating too much fatigue and all this in a different video about warm-ups, but in this one, I want to talk about how you need to make sure that your warm-ups are just as purposeful as your actual working sets. You have to understand that every single time you get under that bar or you do any movement, you are ingraining motor patterns and motor learning in your body. And if you want to get really good at the heavy weights, you want as much practice as possible to be able to go through these movements. So every time you do a warm-up or every time you do lighter weights, moderate weights, heavy weights, every time you do anything, it's an opportunity to practice. It's ingraining motor patterns in your body, and you have to just make sure that you're treating light weights like they're heavy. You've probably heard the whole saying, you know, treat light weights like they're heavy, and you know, treat heavy weights like they're light. You know, there's some truth to that, okay? We want to make sure that we're very purposeful, because you're just going to be so much more efficient with your working weights and your heavier sets if you give yourself that much more practice all the time. And when you're doing warm-ups, that's a great time to be able to practice things that you, especially if you're not good at something. And you know, if you know you really struggle with something, it's hard to make corrections under a heavy load when there's going to be more chance for form breakdown, when things are going to be more difficult. But if you do it during lighter weights, during practice reps and warm-up reps, I mean, then it's a much easier process to actually be able to work on the things that you know you should do. So, I mean, if you watch me, and I'm not trying to say I'm the world's greatest lifter, I'm far from that, I'm extremely average. But if you watch me go through like warm-ups for squats, you will see that every single rep and every single set of warm-ups will be exactly the same leading up all the way into my working weight. You'll see from the way I approach the bar, to getting under the bar, to unracking the bar, to the walkout, to getting set, to the breathing, to the movement itself, it all is the same every single time. And this is how you need to treat your warm-ups, right? Use this chance to practice the movement, to get better at the movement, to ingrain motor patterns that you want, and get better with heavier weights, all right? Short and sweet one for you guys today. I just wanted to get that out there. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below, and as always, talk to you later.